This 10-minute morning mobility routine is going to crazily level up your mobility. We are not playing around here. This is going to be challenging, but if you really want to level up your mobility, this is the routine that you want to do every single day. So I just want you to know coming in, we're not doing relaxing stretches and, doing that. We are working. We are waking up and working on our bodies to become more mobile and also more flexible, and stronger. All of it. Mobility requires strength and flexibility, suppleness, openness of the joints. So that's hard work. So I just want you to know that coming in, and I will offer modifications and ways that you can kind of modify if you're new to this. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start standing. Usually we start sitting, but not today. We're waking up and really doing it. So right away, the most important thing to get loose and supple in the morning, because it's very tight, is the posterior chain. So standing, I want you to send your chin back. You're going to tuck your chin in and start to roll all the way down. And when you roll down, you can bend your knees, but really send your chest to your thighs so that you feel that hamstring stretch. And even if you feel it here, that's okay. Make the movement smaller if it feels difficult, like if it feels like you cannot go further. That's the thing you need to remember this whole time. Okay, so we're all the way down. We're gonna roll all the way back up. Untuck the chin, rolling up nice and straight, tuck. Send your body back down. Bend the knees, send the tailbone up, round. Lift all the way up, untuck. Tuck, send your weight down. Let's do 3 more. Let's breathe here too. Activate your sympathetic nervous system so it knows we're having fun, we're relaxing, we are not doing anything too crazy, we are just enjoying ourselves. Okay, last one, unroll, roll back down, and we're gonna stay at this halfway mark. Now, my blocks are over there, let me grab them. If you feel like when you're in this position, you're really struggling, like you're all the way up here, you can stay up here. We're gonna do a folded cat-cow. But if you feel like you can come down, you can use blocks or you can bring your hands all the way down to the ground. So those are your 3 options, depends where you are. If you are all the way up here, just arch and round in this position, right? And then if you're up here, same thing, arch, round, same thing if you're all the way down. Wherever you are, let's get going. So we are folded, knees nice and bent, but spine is nice and lengthened. You're gonna send your chest down towards the mat as you send your gaze out in front of you. Exhale, round, really round, round, round. And I actually want you to feel the nerve stretching when you're rounding here. So tucking in your chin, pushing your shoulder blades apart as much as you can. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 10 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 8. Make it your own. Let it feel good. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay. So stay right where you are, but if you are here, we're going to move into folded squats. So we're going to be bending the legs, coming all the way down or as far as you can, and then lifting back up. If you want to stay up here, totally fine. You're going to get the same benefits, but you just need to make sure that you're starting where you are and not pushing yourself to an advanced position when you're not there yet, right? If you have the blocks, feel free to utilize those, holding on, sending your bum back down as much as you can, and then lifting up. And I want you to stretch when you come to the top too. So bringing down, stretch. You don't have to straighten the legs, just setting the tailbone up will stretch. And then if you're not using anything, bend and stretch. So you get the point, right? Let's go ahead and do 10. Wherever you are. Bend, straighten, use the blocks. Bend, straighten. If your back is getting really tired, because you're working on sending that tailbone up. Feel free to take a little break, maybe wiggle from side to side, but it's also okay for it to get tired because it's working. It's okay. All right, 4, 3, 2, so tough. 1, my hips are really getting activated here, and this brings us to Malasana. So bringing the bum down, and then the feet are going to be facing the outsides of the room. Again, if you need to take a break, feel free to. You can shake out your body, do what you need to do. If you are not in a position yet to do a full Malasana, I just invite you to just come to a wide stance, maybe stand like this, kind of practice getting into that position. If you want to practice coming down but you're not quite ready, you can also use your blocks, sit on top of it like that. So we are going to be doing some twisting, so we're just going to open, twist like so. So you can do that here, but it's going to be kind of tiring if you're holding yourself there. So feel free to kind of just open and twist in standing. If you feel like you're not quite there yet to get into the Malasana like this, you can also sit on a couch and then bring your legs out and then twist like this. So up to you. If you want to utilize the blocks, same thing. If you want to come to that full Malasana, let's go. So right hand is going to go out and in front, and you're sending your tailbone down, knees and back. You should be able to let go, and your knees are staying. Reach your right arm out, and then lift your left up and open, twist, reaching that back left arm as much as you can. Close it, left arm in front of the left leg, open up the right, really twist, 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 and then bring it back down. So we're going to go a little bit faster here. We're going to make it a nice movement. Open and twist to the other side. Should feel really good. You're really utilizing your arm here to push your leg back and open up even more on that twist. 2 more on both sides. Sorry about my email. And 1. Okay, so we're going to come to a down dog now. So bring your hands out in front of you. Actually, let's first do a plank. I want to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back down dog. Bend your knees. Nice straight spine. Tailbone up towards the sky. This is your ideal down dog. All right. Pedal out the feet here, drawing one heel down at a time. I want you to really feel the stretch in your feet. So you're drawing the top of your ankle down to the mat and allowing your toes to really stretch along the mat there. So pedal, pedal, let it feel good. Maybe you want to wiggle your bum around a little bit. Do whatever you need to do to loosen up. Deep breath in here and exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Drawing your chest to your knees, allowing for a little bit of a static stretch here. And you can also keep them bent as much as you need. Inhale 1 more time. And exhale, draw the chest to your knees. Now come forward, back into that plank. Hug your right knee into your chest. Flex your foot, step it through. We're coming into a low lunge. This low lunge is high, so not all the way down here. Tuck your tailbone in, send your weight forward, leaning forward, nice stretch in the front of that left hip, and then we're going to push back. I want you to just send your tailbone back. So we're not folding, you're still lifting up, sending the tailbone back. You're going to feel a really deep stretch there. You can bend your knee as much as you need. So forward, not going down, focusing on alignment, and then back. Forward and back. So look how small that movement is, but how much we're lengthening and activating the muscles. Last one. Okay, so I didn't plan this well, but stand up from here, and then you're going to twist. Now my back is facing you, so I'm just going to change position. Feet are going to be facing the outer corners of the mat. And here's where we're going to go into a little bit more hip mobility, working towards the Skandasana or Cossack squat. So nice wide stance, feet are facing the outsides of the room, bend into your right knee. Everything else is still. Lift back up. Ignore my hand movements, it helps me. Bend into the left, lift up. Bend right and lift, left and lift, right, lift, left, lift. Can you go lower? If not, stay where you are. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Maybe your toes lift, maybe they don't. If you want to play around with blocks, you can place them up in front of you. You don't need blocks for this. They're very useful tools though, and they're not expensive. So you could also lean forward and bend into that leg and allow yourself to go deeper with the support, which is safer, right? A lot of people have those straps too that, I can't remember what they're called, but you can like pull on them. If you can lean on those and do these, that's great too. So just a note there, but you do need to practice this to strengthen, because you're not going to be able to do this without the strength. Just a little note there. Okay, so let's go to your furthest point. In practice there, we're going to do 5 on both sides. So 1, 2, so hard. Remember, you can stay up here. 3, 4, I'm getting hot and sweaty, and 5. This is 5. Last one. Okay, now we are going to turn, so you're going to turn the other way, but so that we can come into the low lunge on the other leg now. So the right leg was in front, now we have the left. So you're tucking in the pelvis, sending it forward, and then we'll do that same thing, the half split, but very little movements. So forward and back, forward and back, ooh, forward and back, last 2, and 1. Okay, now let's come back up to stand. We're in the final stretch. Feet are parallel, maybe slightly, well, right underneath your hips, maybe slightly wider, up to you. We are going to do 20 calf raises. Very important to loosen up your feet and ankles. It's just such a neglected area. If you have weak ankles, you're really going to struggle with mobility in general. So let's go. Lift up. You can feel free to hold onto a wall, whatever you need. 2. I recommend working your way up to 40 a day. So it's not easy. 20 is not easy either. So take it slow. Notice how you feel. Let it feel good for you. If you want to, for the last 10, you can alternate. 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit of a challenge for the last little stretch here. 10 squats. Send your bum as low as it can go and back, and then lift back up. 9, 8, hips forward at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4. Really practicing that full range of motion. Your ability to squat to the ground is directly connected to your longevity. So important. 2, and 1, and that is it. How did you feel, or how do you feel now? I hope your heart's pumping a little bit, your muscles feel worked. You're definitely warm to go ahead and do a nice stretch routine too after this if you wanted to. I do have lots of them on this channel. I'm out of breath. Thank you so much for joining me. Your mobility is going to skyrocket if you do this every single day. What did you like about this? What did you struggle with? How was this for you? Let me know in the comments. So out of breath. I will see you in the next one.